Hiya guys, Craig here again from the Anfield Agenda, just coming on to do a quick transfer update video. As we're all aware, transfer news can move very, very quickly, and something has come up today that has really interested me, and it kind of makes sense as well in some ways. If you guys have seen my transfer news before, you'll have seen that I didn't really believe the rumours for Gianluigi Donnarumma, and I don't think he's the right goalkeeper for Liverpool Football Club, but something in Corriere dello Sport today is very, very interesting. As we know, AC Milan are in huge financial trouble. They're facing being kicked out of European competition because of FFP, financial fair play. Now, when they were bought over, the investment in the club was huge. They bought players left, right and centre, and we were all in shock as to the quality of players they brought in. But it hasn't quite worked out for them as well as they'd hoped anyway. And Corriere dello Sport have suggested that AC Milan are looking to cut their losses and they need to bring in cash quickly. With this in mind, they suggest that Gianluigi Donnarumma might be available for somewhere in and around £35 million. Now, I still don't think he's the right goalkeeper for Liverpool Football Club, and I have questions over his ability. I've seen him make world-class saves, but I've also seen him make very, very basic errors. But I'll caveat that by saying he's only 18, 19 years of age, and for any goalkeeper of his age to be in the position he is absolutely phenomenal. We've seen as well with David De Gea, when he first joined Manchester United, he was still a young guy, not quite as young as Gianluigi Donnarumma, and he made errors in his first season. People were questioning him, but I always knew that there was a good keeper in there, and I stuck by him, and I thought to myself, he is going to be the best in the Premier League, and he was. And there's no doubting that Gianluigi Donnarumma has it in him to be the best goalkeeper in the Premier League in years to come. He has everything, all the facets needed. He's good in the air, he's a good shot stopper. He's already at his age bossing his defence, which is amazing. The only questions I have about him is Milan is his hometown club. That's where he's grown up. If he was to move to Liverpool, how long would it take him to settle down? But that might not be a bad thing because we have Loris Karius there as well. So I did initially think that there was no truth to this rumour, but the more and more it comes out and the more I think about it and the more I think about Milan with FFP, there might just be something to this. So definitely worth keeping an eye on. The next player I want to have a chat about today, guys, is somebody that, again, has come up rather recently in links, and that's James Tarkowski, excuse me. My pronunciations are shocking when it comes to things like this. He's 25 years of age, Burnley central defender. Now, we've heard of the links to Jermaine Lascelles from Newcastle, and this makes just as much sense to me. He plays in a Sean Dyche team that are very, very well drilled. We all know how hard Burnley are to break down. We've seen firsthand when Liverpool have played them how tough it is to break down that Burnley defence. So him for me or Jamal Lascelles, either or, would be a very good addition to that Liverpool back four. Well, I suppose the back two really, because they're both central defenders. But of the two, I'd probably prefer Lascelles. But Tarkowski certainly makes sense. He's the right age bracket, 25 years of age. Certainly an established quality centre back. And as I said, I keep going back to it, but Sean Dyche does know how to drill a defence. So either one of those two for me would be a great addition. Obviously, we've got Virgil van Dijk, we've got Dejan Lovren. But my real question about the centre-back at Liverpool Football Club is over Joel Matip. For me, he picks up too many soft tissue injuries and too many little niggly knocks. And I wonder, perhaps, if it was no accident that he was let leave Schalke on a free. You know, that we signed him on a free, yes, he was on decent wages, but for me, he's never quite nailed down his place and he's never quite got a run of games long enough to prove his worth. So for me, I just think maybe he's not the right player for the club. Maybe we might see Joel Matip move on in the summer. Again, that's not based on anything other than my own opinion. The next one I want to have a chat about is someone that really excites me. You may have heard me mention time and time again about Dani Ceballos, and that our very own Christian has constantly been banging the drum about Dani Ceballos. He's been telling me for 6-9 months that Liverpool are linked with Dani Ceballos and that the links are strong. And we spoke just today and he told me that this is a deal that he believes Liverpool are really trying to get over the line. He's 21 years of age, which is crazy if you think about the experience he already has. Obviously, he's not getting much of a look in at Real Madrid. His hometown club, Real Betis, is where he came up through the ranks and was bought by Real Madrid. He will be an excellent addition to that midfield. Now, where can he play? He can play either as a central midfielder, i.e. in the Naby Keita type central midfielder, or he can play as a attacking midfielder, kind of more like we're looking for in like Nabil Fekir, although they're not obviously comparable players, but he can play that more attacking midfield role as well. So he could probably sit just in front of Jordan Henderson in that midfield, or if needs be, he could play that more attacking role. But For the money being mentioned, I think maybe 25, 30 million pounds, something along those lines, he would be an absolutely stunning piece of business for Liverpool Football Club. I believe he's been told from Zinedine Zidane that he can leave if the right offer comes in, because Zidane doesn't see his future being at Real Madrid. So Christian, as I said, he's been banging the drum about this one for a very, very long time. So keep an eye on it, folks. Dani Ceballos to Liverpool. I believe this has legs, but like with all transfers, nothing is done until they lean at Melwood and they're holding up the shirt. But keep an eye on it, because I do believe there's truth to it. Another transfer target that's come up recently, and I'm afraid I'm about to pour cold water on this one, is Anderson Talisca, currently at Besiktas but is owned by Benfica. Did really, really well for Besiktas over the last season or so, but I believe he's going to go to Manchester United. The links to Manchester United, like our own links, have gone back a year or two, and all the rumours and things I'm reading seem to suggest that Manchester United are front runners for this deal. And to me that makes sense, because I really believe Liverpool are looking to get Fekir over the line and another player. And I'm going to get to that other player in a moment. But just to keep talking about Talisca for a second, I never seen him as the quality of player that Liverpool needed. Now, people are going to tell me I'm an idiot. And fair enough, call me an idiot in the comments, that's grand. I just don't think he would suit this Liverpool system. Nabil Fekir is that link-up player that I think this Liverpool team need. And Talisca, for me, it just isn't it. But I really want to know what you guys think about the players I've said so far. Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you like the video, if you're enjoying what you're watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let other people know about the channel. The final thing I want to talk about, guys, and I've saved the best for last as always, is Christian Pulisic. Now, you mightn't have heard much about Christian Pulisic in the media lately. I'm sure you guys know damn well who Christian Pulisic is. Christian Pulisic plays for Borussia Dortmund. Christian Pulisic is an American international. Really, really young, exciting, talented guy. Now, our very own Cash did a video on Christian Pulisic recently, describing exactly why he'd be the perfect signing for Liverpool. I believe that there is serious work being done behind the scenes to try and get Christian Pulisic to Liverpool. I have no idea about a fee. I have no idea if it's going to come off. I'm a great listener of the Anfield Rap podcast myself. Really great content, really great guys. Neil Atkinson also believes that Liverpool are really trying to sign Christian Pulisic. He actually has gone as far as to say he thinks we'll get Christian Pulisic, if my memory serves correct, but he's certainly spoke about Christian Pulisic on a podcast recently in being a player he believes we're trying to sign. I'm the same. He makes so much sense, guys. He makes sense from a marketing point of view. He makes sense from, obviously, the age bracket he's in. I think he's 19, 20 years of age, so his peak years will be at Liverpool Football Club. This guy has all the tools needed to be an absolute superstar. He's already basically carrying the US men's national team at such a young age. The pressure that must be on this guy's shoulders must be unbearable, but he handles it all so well. Obviously, Klopp knows him very well from his time at Dortmund. If we can get him over the line and Nabil Fekir, this is going to be one hell of a summer, guys. This is going to be the most exciting summer transfer-wise I can remember in a very, very long time. Can you just imagine the Liverpool team that we already have, adding in Naby Keita and then adding in Nabil Fekir and possibly Christian Pulisic, as well as a defensive reinforcement or two and possibly a goalkeeper? We will certainly be in a position to challenge Manchester City next year for that Premier League title. Now, as always, guys, everything in transfer world can move very, very quickly. Take anything I've said with a pinch of salt. It's all just my opinion. Obviously, some of the opinions are from our other podcasters and our other members as well. Christian has given me some information on Dani Ceballos and stuff like that. But it's one thing is for sure. It's going to be an exciting summer, guys, in Transferland. We're going to be recording a transfer podcast tonight, so keep an eye out. That's going to be dropping on the YouTube channel as well. So if you're watching this, keep an eye out for that later on. We'll be going a lot more in depth. We're probably talking 45, 50 minutes or so. And myself, Christian and Chris going to be talking about all the latest Liverpool transfer links. We will, of course, be posting that here on the YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for it later on. As I said earlier on, if you like the channel, you like what we're doing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let people know about us because we're a relatively new channel. If there's anything else you guys want us to talk about, or a player that you believe we've missed out on, or somebody that's linked, let me know in the comment section below. We're always happy to interact with you guys, and we're always happy to do research and talk about players that we might not have brought up. But until then, I'm Craig. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, up the Reds.